Everywhere around the world, they come to America. Every time that flag's unfurled, they come to America.
Area football fans came to know well the following phrase in 1984. For those that believe, all things are possible. Friday night in the fall means Apple Valley Eagle football, and the 1984 version of Eagle football provided Eagle fans with thrills that will be remembered for many years to come. Country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing, of thee I sing. Drama, color, spirit, and great high school football are all elements of fun and of the entertaining spectacle that Eagle fans have come accustomed to know over the years. The spirit of the 1984 Eagles will live forever in the hearts of the Eagle faithful.
Good evening. My name is Paul Miller. One of the big thrills in my life was that I was fortunate enough to be the head coach of the 1984 Apple Valley Eagle football team. It was a great privilege to have the opportunity to have shared that experience with a tremendous group of young adults and a very dedicated coaching staff. I'll never forget the good times we shared. A major element of the philosophy of the Eagle football program is that we believe very much that winning isn't everything, but trying to win is everything. We constantly preach a very important lesson of life to the young men on our football team, that if you always do your absolute best, you will have no regrets. The 84 Eagles were a group of young men that had a dream, made a total commitment, worked very hard, and became champions. This is the story of a championship year and a group of young men that will have no regrets when they look back on that season.
The Eagles opened their 1984 season at home against Minneapolis Edison. It was a meeting of two teams destined to end up in the state playoffs at season's end. The Eagles shocked many experts by completely demolishing the Minneapolis Conference powerhouse by a score of 45-6.
Living in the street, oh, there's a solution. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea, fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free, right through the revolution. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future.
After the opening game triumph, the Eagles rolled off three a 43-7 whipping, avenging their 1983 loss to the Raiders on the same field.
I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle, through the revolution.
The Eagles then returned home to roll up 67 points in a Prior Lake team that was considered to be by many one of the contenders for the Minnesota Conference crown, and the Eagles stunned them.
Slipping, slipping, slipping.
Valley followed up this big win by avenging their other setback of 1983 with a 35-13 defeat of Red Wing. The Eagles were forced to take to the air against a typical rock-hard winger defense, as quarterback Jeff Jarrah and John Tetro combined to hit on 12 of 18 passes for 230 yards, while at the same time the Eagle defense was shutting down the winger attack. The game is the annual battle between the Apple Valley Eagles and the Rosemount Irish. Over the last few years, the football rivalry between the two schools has developed into one of the finest rivalries in Minnesota high school sports. On that beautiful fall evening, the Eagles came to play. Valley received the opening kickoff.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future.
They put together a wonderful drive that resulted in a Dan Haustein field goal, giving the Eagles a 3-0 lead.
To fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me.
But the Irish, sporting their new green jerseys, struck back to grab a short-lived 7-3 advantage. The Eagles trailed for the first time in the game in 1984, but they responded quickly with Dale Conant bursting 57 yards to pay dirt to give the Eagles a lead they would not relinquish.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I've known you, I still don't know what you mean. The weekend at the college didn't turn out like you planned. The things that pass for knowledge I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine?
The Eagles tallied on 7 consecutive possessions, putting on a tremendous offensive show. Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Todd Arnson, Chris Prodzik, Pat Kaufa, and Walter Davis all found their way into the end zone. But it was a ball-hawking defense that created 6 Irish turnovers, giving the Eagles excellent scoring opportunities. Todd Wooters picked off 2 Rosemount passes, while Kurt Hughes was in on 23 tackles to be among the leaders defensively for the Eagles.
I know your leaving's too long overdue. For far too long I've had nothing new to show to you. Goodbye, dry eyes, I watched your plane fade off west of the moon, and it felt so strange to walk just behind the door. It still feels so strange to lead my life alone. No regrets, no tears goodbye. Don't want you back. We'd only cry again. Say goodbye.
And finally, it was the big D that delivered the final blow as a tremendous effort by Troy Totino kept the ball alive, allowing Mike Green to scoop up a loose ball and be convoyed by a group of Eagles 70 yards to the end zone. In the end, Valley had delivered the green-shirted Irish a 49-13 setback. Homecoming 1984 brought many of the alumni back to watch the undefeated Eagles do battle with the Simley Spartans. Valley struck early. And scored on their first possession with Darrell Young doing the honors. Darrell Young was on the receiving end of a Jeff Jarrett touchdown pass. Eagle defense created excellent field position.
Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather.
This great defensive effort allowed the Eagles to score on their first 7 possessions.
Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. just begun to get our share of this world's delight. High hopes we had for the future, and
The Eagles soared to a 44-28 win, keeping their record of having never lost a homecoming well intact. The Eagles finished the regular season with an 8-0 record, defeating Lakeville 37-32 in a wide-open offensive contest, and then clinched their first Minnesota Conference championship in 5 years with a 43-7 win over the New Prague Trojans, gaining a berth in the state sectional playoffs. The Eagles then faced traditional Big Nine powerhouse Owatonna under the new playoff format in the semifinals of Section 1 AA. The Indians, who had defeated Valley in the 2 previous encounters between the two schools, found out about Minnesota Conference football the hard way, as they found themselves on the short end of a 30-14 score. So it was the Eagle defense that shut down the vaunted Owatonna rushing game, and our Eagles broke the ball game open with the help of 2 big plays in the second quarter. Walter Davis scored on a 65-yard punt return and gave the Eagles a 23-6 lead. was quarterback Jeff Jarrah, who scored on a halfback option pass from Todd Arnson covering 35 yards with only 9 seconds remaining in the half to give the Eagles a 30-6 margin at intermission. Drama. Anytime Rosemount and Apple Valley meet, there is plenty of it. But add to it the first ever Section 1 AA championship and a spot in the state playoffs, and you will have all the ingredients of a classic. And indeed, this one was. It started with a field of ice, a 24-hour wait, and the game being moved to Lakeville.
Because a big, strong man always seems to feel so helpless. Well, you don't seem very helpless.
No, ma'am.
And you've broken a banana very well.
Like you got started. Anyways, I do. I told Elise I thought you should try out for cheerleading. That's why she got jealous. I still think you should. How's Orlando?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah. I'm going to travel myself.
Oh, me too.
Dextrose, softeners, artificial flavors, good stuff.
In the upper